Okay, so I want to start today a little bit different than my usual lives. And I want us to start with our eyes closed for just a second. I don't know about you, but this week has been a little busy and a little of an emotional roller coaster. I'm not sure what's going on in the world of the moon and the stars and all that kind of stuff, but just take a minute and close our eyes and take a deep breath in through the nose and exhale out the mouth. Sitting with silence and in peace and releasing the things that are no longer serving us, releasing the stress, releasing the tongue from the top of the mouth. One thing that I have heard from my TMD doctor is that our teeth should really never touch if we are awake unless we are eating. And I'm a grinder and clencher. And one thing I've noticed in the last few weeks since he told me that is how much my teeth touch. So throughout your day, for the rest of the day, if you notice your teeth touching, just take a deep breath in and exhale. If you exhale through the mouth, obviously your mouth is open, and maybe release that jaw a little bit. So the first question I want to ask you, I guess the main question I want to ask you is, have you ever shrunk yourself? Meaning, have you ever not said your opinion or sort of stepped back out of the limelight or didn't show up the way you maybe then look back on it and wished you had? Mainly it's like playing small to maybe fit in with someone else or a group of people that you may not know, or trying to impress someone as a boss or a significant other. Not necessarily a significant other, but somebody that you're interested in maybe being a significant other. Teresa said yes. I think a lot of us have. And through my own journey and through my own healing, one of the things I've realized by doing that, it also shrinks my confidence, or has shrunk my confidence. It shrunk my feeling of empowerment, my feeling of not trusting myself. Maureen says, not when I was younger, but now, yeah. Isn't that interesting? When we were younger, we were just like, excuse my language, balls to the walls. We didn't care. Like, we just did whatever and said whatever and do it. And now as we're older and more wiser, you know what I mean, that we sort of sit back a little bit more and we don't say the things or we don't do the things. And isn't that interesting? So one of the things I want to sort of bring to our attention is that I really don't think that we were put on this planet to shrink ourselves. And when we do that, it sort of delineates from what we're proposed to do here, right? And I invite you this week that if there's any time that you are not speaking up when you think you should, and I think about this more, maybe that's just because of my career, but in a career setting, right? Maybe you're in a profession where you are the only woman that's sitting in the room, or maybe you are the only person of color that's sitting in the room, or the only LGBTQIA plus person, and you have shrunk yourself to make you fit in a little bit more or not draw more attention to yourself, or whatever the case may be. If you happen to do that this week, I want you to sit and think about, one, why are we doing that? And truly try to figure out the emotions that are around that. Is it fear? It may be fear. You may be in a situation where you don't feel like you can speak up, and I totally get that. Is it fear of rejection as far as being liked? Is it fear of failure? Is it fear of success? That is a big one. And people are like, oh, how can you be afraid of success? Many people are afraid of success. But whatever that is for you, if you are not speaking up, if you're not standing where you want to be standing or saying what you need to be saying or want to say, I invite you to really figure out or try to figure out the why and try to figure out the emotions that are around it. And when you get to those emotions, you've got to figure out what you're going to do with those. We can hold on to them, which I know I have many, many, many times. And I'm a full believer that if we don't address those emotions that come up, they manifest in our bodies in a physical way. Okay? Right now, I've been having a lot of jaw pain and TMD, clenching, all that stuff, like I said before. And it is because I worked with my coach, and I sort of knew this, but my coach pulled it out of me, that I have felt that I needed to be silent at work, at my full-time job. And because of that, I'm holding it. I'm holding it right here. I'm also holding it in my neck, but right here. And now that I feel like I'm in a little bit different place at work, that I'm starting to release that. And it's just been so built up for a while that it's sort of painful. And now I've got to address those emotions. I've got to address what's around that. Okay? So are those feelings that you're feeling, those emotions that you're feeling, are they manifesting somewhere in your body? And if you've never tried to figure that out before, once you figure out the why you've shrunk yourself, then the emotions, you can sit quietly. Outside of nature is the best place. But if you don't have that, accessible, anywhere is fine. Take a couple of deep breaths in and out, and then really feel into those emotions and see where in your body those take you. It could be anywhere. It could be your stomach. It could be, so maybe you're having digestive problems, headaches. Maybe you got some hip or back pain or shoulder pain. They can manifest anywhere. So figure those out. Okay? And then try to release and let them go. All right? You can do that through meditation. You can do that through journaling. You can do that through EFT tapping. So those are the ways that you can, there's multiple ways, but those are a lot of the ways you can do that. So I invite you this week, this is just a reminder that you are enough. You are worthy. You are worthy of saying the thing. You're worthy of doing the thing. You're worthy of standing up for whatever. You've got this. You are worthy. You are enough. And you can do it. And you can do it. And if you feel like you need a little bit more boost and help with that, we address these things in Thursday night, Embracing Me. And this month, we are talking about being bold and unapologetic. So if this resonates with you, that you're ready to stand up, speak out, change some things, set some boundaries, and something is blocking you, this is your sign to step into that. Step into the healing. Step in through the journey to move forward. Okay, and I invite you. It's Thursday nights at 7 p.m. It's our group session. And I will put the link in the comments after I'm done here. But we would love to have you. This group of ladies is fantastic, and they work their behinds off to heal. Is it always easy? Nope. Nope, it is not easy. And I don't want to speak for them, but I will say I think they would say it's worth it. We built a strong, supportive community. We understand. We're there. We laugh. We cry. We stick our tongues out at each other because we don't like the questions that are being asked or the discussions that are because it's hard. Healing's hard. Healing's very hard, and it's very brave. So I invite you to come join us on Thursday night. Teresa says, come join us. It's so worth it. It is. It is. I'm so proud of the ladies that are there. Okay, y'all. I 2 cards popped. Let me see what they are. Oh, this is fun. I know I'll pull little angel cards that have one word on them. And the first one is exploration. Didn't we have that last week? Anyway, come explore. Explore your emotions around whatever's holding you back, whether that's on your own or in our group session. And the next one is awakening. And when I read this, what came to me is when you do the healing, so many things, it's like a ripple effect. You heal one thing, and then it not only affects you, but it affects other people around you. It ceases generational things, cycles that are going on with you and your family. So it's an awakening. Maureen says Ashley is amazing. She makes doing the work worth it. Oh, thank you, Maureen. Thank you. So this week, be bold. And if you decide not to be bold and something holds you back, figure out what that is. Figure out what it is. You are worth it. You are enough. And unapologetically you. Be unapologetically you. All right, everybody. Hope you have a great rest of your Wednesday and a great rest of your week. And I will see you soon.